for this live stream, but yeah.
Straight to voicemail.
It's like getting blood out of a stone with Tilly at the moment, lads. I'm so sorry.
Hello, are you going to come and promote the podcast?
Spinning.
It's not a very good answer.
Whoa ho ho. Whoa ho ho. Look at me go.
Can't even just do 5-10 minutes?
Oh, that's hurt my core. How we doing, everyone? What did fall off?
I see you if I don't.
I shan't fall.
You know what's happening.
You can't make me. Good job on the spinning. Thank you so much.
Oh, good?
Maybe I would like you better if you took off your clothes. I would just like to say, because I do a decent amount of bitching about people's performances and live shows and music and whatever, I would just like for it to be known that 1975's performance at Glastonbury last night was pretty much perfect.
It was fantastic.
It was a fantastic show. Thank you, Ruby.
They dealt with everything almost perfectly.
Do you know what did surprise me slightly though was the vibe that they went for. They seem to have taken steps back, if you know what I mean.
But did you see what they did with the setup? Like, they had some really cool moments. Like, are you just talking about the fact that they obviously had like a house and like big production?
No. I mean Matty's general vibe. Yeah, because he like years ago when they were doing, I can't remember what era it was because I wasn't paying attention at that point, but he had much more of like a preppy, youthful look, whereas obviously on the tour he was slightly more drunk looking and broken artist, whereas now he's gone back to that preppy, youthful look.
Did you see the good like 2 minutes where on a very dark, very black screen it just said Matty is changing his trousers?
No,
it was just pitch black for 2 minutes.
I missed so much.
It was really funny. Because there was just no one was on stage.
But even though I missed a bunch of stuff, I still can classify it as a very good performance.
I have actually watched the full thing earlier while I was sort of in between doing work things.
Mr. Rodrigo tonight?
I think that's tomorrow.
Who's tonight? Is it Charlie XCX?
Yeah, it's Charlie XCX.
That'll be good.
That will be good.
I want to watch that too. Someone ordered a t-shirt. Let's go. Someone got their hoodie. Let's go.
Also, get excited. Podcast coming out in 12 minutes.
No way.
Just 12 minutes.
Cheese.
And now, wait.
Someone just said they listened to the podcast whilst on a flight. No way.
I wonder, I assume it wasn't via the flight's in-flight entertainment.
No.
Although that is a thing that's been happening recently, and I would love for like 13 again to be like on British Airways. That would be so cool.
We should pitch that to them.
That would be so cool.
We could do an episode flying somewhere on a plane, promoting their plane whilst
British Airways. Put us on a plane.
Any airline, Qatar, that would be cool.
The offer's open to anyone. We like all airlines.
Get the podcast on your plane. How about them apples?
Except Ryanair.
Yeah, we don't.
We're not doing
Ryanair unfollowed us.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Z Maria.
Ryanair used to
follow us and they don't anymore. So not Ryanair, definitely.
Thanks a lot,
I was going to go along with that for the joke, but I actually mean it. Yeah. Where did our follow go? What happened?
What's that about?
Was it change of admin?
Do you know what it was? It was back when their admin was actually cool.
Yeah, true.
Because genuinely, I say that sort of as a joke, but actually they used to have a really cool admin, and I don't think they do anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if that person moved on. I think they did actually. Didn't they do like an announcement or something?
They did, yeah.
Is this like, that's actually a thing?
No, I think you're right, yeah.
The old Ryanair admin like announced that they were leaving, which was so funny because it was like that would never happen other than here because they made such an impact.
They really did. Whoever did that initially fucking nailed it. Now you don't hear from them. That's a shame.
Where is Tilly? She's literally in her room, refusing to enter because she's ill. So here we are, Max and Harvey, just doing our best.
That's all right. You got the main two.
You got the important.
The guys. You got the guys.
And I wish you guys would see that more.
No, I just want Tilly.
I'm kidding. My hair went really weird for a second. We're back. Someone's birthday was tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, whoever that was. Sorry, I didn't see your name. I was too far away. I should probably pull this up on my phone so I can actually read it better.
Maybe I would like you better if you took up cars, burning in hell, cleaning in hell, and one pretty baby. I think that you should give it a go, burning in hell, waiting. She said, maybe I would like you.
You just sort of stopped.
Sorry, yeah.
That's alright. Oh god. Okay.
Sandra Mills made an edit of this week's pod. You legend. Thank you. Thanks, Ruby.
I've watched every podcast a minimum of 5 times, says Sarah Julia. So thank you, Sarah Julia. You're awesome.
How? that's a lot of times to watch a podcast. Respect. Shall we have a look at how the songs are doing? Yeah. Do you know what? I'm not happy with you because ever since you fucking put the Peppa Pig song in my thing, especially when I get in my car, all I'm fed is Evie, Peppa Pig, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want my music and playlist. Yeah, but now it thinks I want that type of shit.
No, but that remix was crazy.
Let's get rid of that. There's actually some songs I need to show you because they are fucking mind-blowing. Oh my gosh, Get Down On It is almost on 300k. Woo! Let's go. Keep that shit up. Thank you, everybody. And Release Me is slowly climbing as well. Fantastic news. Big up you guys. What a fantastic start to this music stuff.
For once ever, is that English? Spotify, the app, is showing the same as Spotify for artists, the number of streams. That very rarely happens.
So I think that corrected the other day, and it's going to stay that way.
I don't know, man. I don't trust it.
Because I noticed that.
Play the Eevee remix again.
No, thank you. Oh. What you're about to hear.
Someone went to Thorpe Park today and got stuck on Swarm. Well, I hope you had an amazing time.
Is ridiculous. I didn't show you this, did I? Control by Miro.
Sophia said, I think it's so funny how energetic Max is on lives compared to the pod. It's like you two switch.
Yep.
Am I less energetic here?
I think you are actually, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
This is kind of my field. I've taken over the live streams. I know what I'm doing now. I don't give away as many secrets, even though they still try to. By the way, they try and get me to. I'm like, nah. I've learnt now. This is mental. Sorry, everyone. It's gonna be loud for a sec. He just needs to hear this at full. We're just going to pause it a sec while he shuts the door. By the way, as well, you might actually not even like this song, it's just how impressive the production is. Are we closed?
Yeah, it's closed. It was just...
pretty cool. And then there's also this one that I think you'll actually like more as a song. It is still like bass housey, but it's got more melody to it. Nice. That was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm here now. Thanks everyone for already watching the podcast, because there are some members out there. There's about 1,000 members, give or take, that have watched the podcast early now. So congratulations to you.
Do we have 1,000 members?
It's roughly something like that.
Oh, no way! You bloody legends.
Well, there's 1,000 views on the episode. So unless someone's just gone and watched it a load of times.
I'm sure a few people have, to be fair, but
yeah, thanks to everyone that has become a member. We really do appreciate you. It helps us out massively. It does, rather. And helps us give you even better content, which we are planning some more crazy shit. Just you wait, it's going to be sick, but I can't tell you anything, so just know that that's been said. What? I don't even know what you said.
don't worry about it.
Alright. Sienna says thank you for liking my vids. Sienna, you posted some good vids. Oh my god, that was weird. Thanks, Meg. I loved it, but also I genuinely thought there was something behind me then for a second. Hey, Snowy Rabbit. Hope you're well. Hi from Morocco. What's the temperature where you live? It's a good question. It's hot.
It's probably, I would guess, around 22, 23. You're not even checking. Well,
sorry.
While he checks.
What was I checking? Temperature.
Little dance.
It's 26 degrees.
26? Damn, that's higher than I thought.
Yeah. It has been really warm today, actually. How did everyone find the qualifying earlier? Did everyone enjoy that?
Oh, I didn't actually watch it. How'd it go?
It's pretty good, actually. My fantasy my fantasy team did pretty well. So I'm gassed about that. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of any notable moments. Verstappen sort of fell off at the very end, where he was maybe going to set a good lap, because I think he got caught by a yellow flag, so he had to slow down on a flying lap, which was pretty cringe for him, but sucks to suck. And annoyingly, Hulkenberg looked like he was going to be doing really well. This is at the start of Q1. And then all of a sudden just came last. It was really strange. Like he had like one of the fastest laps, and then everyone, but that was obviously early doors anyway, but even so, it was like usually a kick doesn't get that high up ever. And then yeah, he just kind of fell off a cliff for some reason. But Bortoletto, I think, came like 8th, maybe.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 is it's Norris, Leclerc, Piastri.
God damn, McLaren are killing it.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. But also happy for Bortoletto, because to be 8th in a kick is not bad at all. He will probably start falling quite quickly during the race, but, you know, to have got there in the first place is damn impressive. Hang on, what was that? Ina told me Oscar got 3rd, and that's all I care about. Why only Oscar? Why do you only care about Oscar?
And why are you getting your information about the F1 from Ina?
Yeah.
Watch the F1.
Does Ina watch the F1? Are you still friends with Evie? No, we had to cut off communications because she said some really offensive stuff.
Yeah.
Someone said, who do you think is going to win tomorrow? I think realistically it's going to be Lando. It could be Oscar. If Lando for some reason does something horribly wrong, it could be Oscar. But for some reason, this might sound insane,
I don't believe Leclerc will win over Lando. I believe Oscar could win over Lando. I don't think Leclerc will, because I just don't think the Ferrari is good enough both on strategy and on car. But Leclerc's a good driver, so. Ina loves F1. Well, that is new information. That's really interesting. I did not know that. And so Sadie, why do you care about Oscar specifically? Thank you, Livy. and oh, someone called Theme Park something. Wait, I immediately love you, whoever you are.
You've made a new friend.
Yeah.
These are really good, by the way.
Can I try one? Yeah, I'll do that.
They're like, they're not stale, but you'll know what I mean. They've been open for a couple of days. Did you drop stuff on the floor?
I don't think I did. But I don't know. Yeah, it was fine. The pod is out, the pod is out, the pod is out. Congratulations, everyone. Success, hooray. Thank you, Sarah Louise. Always consistent with that, by the way.
What? What I missed?
Sarah Louise quite regularly, I think, anytime the podcast is out, does the confetti, which is quite
nice.
funny to me.
Respect, Sarah. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's a nice little touch.
So yeah, go watch the podcast now because it is about... wait, sorry. Where's the podcast? There it is. The podcast is to do with brothers always getting what they want. And boy, does Tilly have something to say about it. And then the bonus episode for the members will be out on Tuesday. So get excited for that if you're a member. Also, thanks Ellie Pearson
Ellie.
and Sky Bradbury. Can we have a story time on Evie? It's a bit of a sore subject.
Yes, it's not me. Thank you, Bear.
Thanks, Beth. I love bonus episode. How do you become a member? You go onto YouTube and you can either click, there's a link in the description of every single podcast episode. Literally pick any of them, it doesn't matter. In the link in the description, which is the bit below the video, you should be able to click that and it will take you to somewhere where you can apply to be a member. Or if you do it on a desktop, if you have like a laptop open, I'm pretty sure it says join next to, again, like any video where it says subscribe or whatever, and you can join on a desktop. You can become a member there as well. So whatever you fancy.
Also,
really.
by the way, guys, our own father Paul is a member. So just know that if you want to be on Paul's level, that's what you got to do.
Maybe that's what we should have named the membership tiers after.
Paul level. Paul level subscription,
and then the rest.
Yeah. So yeah, just so you guys know, I know that probably makes Sadie's day better, but I don't know who else particularly cares about Paul.
Oh, Sadie actually saw his profile picture in the list of members.
No way.
That's really funny. Wait. Oh, someone said, what's the F1 fancy code? All right, I'm feeling nice.
Someone actually just pitched something kind of incredible. I don't think we're going to do this, but someone did say have Paul on one of the bonus episodes.
I mean, that could be funny.
That would get a lot of members.
That would actually not be a bad idea. Not opposed to that at all. Sorry, I'm just getting the.
It's not Paul's
now.
time for the podcast yet. Maybe later down the line.
Where is it? How do I? Where is it? Sorry, I'm just looking for the code. Give me 1 sec. All right, where is it? Is it this? Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to read it out to you. I'm going to read it slowly, and I'm going to do it once. Someone can feel free to then, like, I don't know, comment it afterwards if you write it down with me. But it is C263 RCM 2V10. That's C263 RCM 2. Oh, is that a Z? Bruh, it looks like a Z. Yeah, I'm going to do that again. C263RCMZV10.
That is a Z.
I think that's a Z,
It's
not a 2. Yeah. You're right, it's a Z, not a 2. Thanks for clearing that up. And I think anyone who is part of the league as well should be able to share the code. I might be wrong. But anyway, go sign up for the Fantasy League if you want to get involved. Wait, where am I in it now? Oh, God.
I better be plumb last.
Do you know what? No, I absolutely tanked last week because I did horribly. I did so badly last week. I got 50 points total.
What's a good week?
Like 150. Like 100. Anywhere between 150 to 200 is solid. Wait. Actually, no, that's a lie. Like, people are getting 350.
Damn.
So I guess anywhere between
Anything over 300.
anything over 300 is good, yeah. But that's like really good, to be fair. And then anything between 200
All these
to
little
300 is
sweats coming into
solid.
the league.
I know, I'm getting absolutely smoked.
Oh.
I don't think there's not a single week where I've done like exceptionally well. Like, I can't even remember which race I used my cheat for, but it might have even been, was it this one? Yeah, it was, and I did horribly. As in, not a cheat, but a unlimited thing, and Ferrari did utterly terribly. Because they both got disqualified. I think that's literally one of the worst things that could have happened.
Quick question for you guys. Have you watched a new episode of the podcast yet?
Yeah, the new episode of the podcast is out now.
Subscribe to 13 again on YouTube.
Go and watch it.
So if you're not, if you're not, we'll send the people that are going around checking for BBC TV licenses. We'll send those same people to your house to also check if you're subscribed to the 13 Again podcast or not. And they will pester you. They will make your lives hell. And they will be annoying. How about them apples?
There you go. Thanks, Sarah Louise. Thanks, Mary. Someone said you should do 14 Again phone cases. Listen, we might. The problem with phone cases is that so many people have so many different phones, so it's really hard.
Phone cases are tricky.
Unless you're producing phone cases on a large level.
This is the thing, right? I would actually love to do pop sockets again. I don't know if enough people want pop sockets anymore. I use pop sockets, but...
Well, what's the modern day equivalent of a
It's
pop
the
socket?
fucking sticky things, but you can't really put a brand on them. The ones that stick to a wall.
Oh,
That's what everyone's using.
I mean, people are saying they use pop sockets. I don't know. Make a sticker for a phone case. Are there specific
my back.
phone case stickers? Is that a thing? Or maybe
Okay, so the pop sockets seem to have gone down well, right? I shall look into it. Sadie has requested vinyl. That's not what we were going on about. Maybe at a later time. As in just a vinyl disc, maybe. I don't know.
Thanks,
I
Nicola.
don't know what she was on about. She said vinyl.
Rollercoaster vlog. Do you know what? We're going to talk about it on the podcast as well. In fact, we have already talked about it on the podcast. There is a theme park that I won't name yet, just because I'm really excited about it, who I am going for a visit with soon, and then we, as Max and Harvey, will potentially be going for a visit with shortly after that. Because originally I was just going for leisure, and then they actually turned out to be like really accommodating, and I was like, oh, we could maybe film something with these guys. It's not Universal, as much as I would have also loved that. This other theme park is actually equally as exciting, in ways. Are you watching Glastonbury? I've been watching bits of Glastonbury. I've not really watched much live, but I've definitely been like seeing bits.
I need to catch Lewis's performance. I don't even know what time that was on. I was trying to figure it out, but
do you know what? I love Lewis Capaldi. He did this song that he sort of set up by talking about how it was, him having gotten through the last couple of years that have been a bit tough. And then I heard a bit of the song and I didn't get it. I know that sounds really weird, but I couldn't quite get my head around it.
One of his new ones is quite good.
It might have been that one. I only heard a clip of it. I need to listen to more of it before I actually decide whether or not I like it. But it was more that when I first heard it, I just couldn't quite understand what the vibe was. So I don't know, it threw me off a bit. But it's probably good. Survive is beautiful. See, there you go. I clearly just need to listen to it properly. But someone said do croc charms. Is that even a thing we can do? Are you at Silverstone next week? Probably not. Unless something really sudden comes up. We will probably not be at Silverstone next week, which is a shame. But I'm also sometimes kind of happy just watching from home. Like, it's nice to just see it on a TV screen and not have the stress of the event as well. As cool, like genuinely being at the F1 is one of the coolest things ever. And I would pretty much drop everything to do it any time that people wanted us to go. But there is also just a level of stress that comes with any type of event like that, where you kind of go, as awesome as it is, sometimes it's nice to just not have to worry about that. So yeah, it's a weird one. 13 again, iPad cases. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would love to do phone cases. I'm going to pitch it, see if anyone bites, and we'll let you know. But someone said, is it Canada's Wonderland? I'd love to go to Canada Wonderland as well, but it's not that. Someone went to Fantasialand today. Hope that was good. I do love Fantasialand. What was your favourite ride out of interest? I think mine would probably be Fly. But I haven't actually been, so I don't know. Come to Wallaby in the Netherlands. I would love to go to Wallaby in the Netherlands, actually. We've been to the Belgian one. The Belgian one's really good, but I've also heard very good things about the Netherlands Wallaby, so I'd like to get there at some point.
I did enjoy Wallaby, to be fair. It's a good theme park.
You should visit Energylandia amusement park in Poland. Would love to go there as well. I also need to get to Europa Park at some point. I think it would be wrong if I went to Europa Park and didn't go with Brandon, because of the amount of times me and him have spoken about it. Like, I want to make sure, if I am going to Europa Park, that Brandon was at the very least invited.
Fair.
Right. I kind of need to lie down.
It is your phone, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was at Alton Towers today, had bad operations. So I was there the other day. They were actually pretty good, to be fair. I have no complaints about Alton Towers operations the other day. There were points where rides were closed, but I don't think it ever affected me particularly while I was around the park. So I did all right. And Rita is currently just down for maintenance, which is fair enough.
What is this? Are they just like struggling with rides working?
Yeah, Alton Towers has been a bit infamous in the past for just having bad ride availability. Like, there have been some days where people have gone and like 3 of the major rides are closed all day. Huh. And it's a little bit like, oh, that's a shame. But also, to give Alton Tower credit where credit's due, they do have quite a complex layout. And also complex, the way that the park is set up is really backwards because of how it grew, because theme parks in the UK especially, a lot of them grew out of like chucking a couple of fairground rides in something that already existed, like Alton Towers, which was a big tower, or rather a big castle kind of thing with like gardens and a few like attractions or whatever, they started just slowly adding more and more. But then the more ambitious they tried to go, the more people like from the council were like, you can't do that. So they've got the tree line situation where they can't build very tall. They've also got, you must imagine like getting access to rides to fix them must be a pain in the arse for Alton Towers, like more than anyone, and for Thorpe Park as well. To be fair, like Thorpe Park's situation isn't great either because they're literally in an island surrounded by a lake. So getting anything in there to fix rides and stuff is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, so it is. It's an interesting thing to look at when obviously everyone's just complaining about the ride availability. You've also got to remember that some of these theme parks are really not built with the best, things in place, and that's not necessarily the current people running its fault. It's the people that set it up years ago, and now the people that are running it have kind of got to work with what they've got. So, but who am I other than just a glazer for theme parks? Have you been to theme parks in America? Yes, the American theme parks I've been to are. Okay. So Six Flags New Jersey would be the most recent in my head. Oh no, it wouldn't. It would be Universal Hollywood would be the most recent American theme park. Then Six Flags New Jersey, which is Great Adventure. And then...
I suppose Six Flags New Jersey is the most recent new one.
This is true. There's then Six Flags Magic Mountain, all of the Disneys, so the Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, most of the water parks, California Adventure, Universal Islands of Adventure and Studios, obviously. Hollywood Studios, which is that the Disney? All of the Anaheim, all of the Florida. Am I missing anything?
Did you say Knott's Berry?
No, I didn't. Knott's Berry Farm. I've been to Knott's Berry Farm. I haven't been to Kennywood, but I would like to go there. Favorite Disney Orlando ride? See, the annoying thing is I haven't been to Disney Orlando since like 2018, maybe 2019. So it's been.
There is actually another one, but you might not like it. Coney Island.
Oh yeah, Coney Island's a bit weird. I mean, they've got some cool stuff there, but like, sorry, Coney Island. Have you ever thrown up on a ride? No, I haven't. I have thrown up in a place where I shouldn't have, if that makes sense.
I threw up on a ferry once.
But not on a ride.
Yeah, I've never thrown up on or after a ride. Ferry, though, that shit fucked me up.
I haven't been to Portaventura, but my entire family except Max has, so I'm kind of upset about that. Someone said we should get Jess and Todrick on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm so down for that.
That would be quite funny, to be fair.
I think that would be
that would be so chaotic.
Shock for Tilly.
God, yeah. It'd be so chaotic.
We don't have 5 mics, we just got a 4th.
Yeah, I know, maybe we'd have to pick one of them. Get the Norris Nuts on the podcast. I don't think they would, to be honest, after all the slewing that Max has done.
Nah, I love him. I don't even know him, to be honest.
Well, you heard it here first,
why
folks.
Should I pretend to like something for the sake of like...
No, you're talking about their music here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I've never, I don't know enough about them as people to actually pass judgment on them. I think I've said before, I'm sure they're fucking wonderful. And that's where I'll stop.
Yeah, fair enough. Does Max like the beach?
Nope.
Well, there you go. Favorite F1 team? Probably McLaren. I also... I like Ferrari, but it's just impossible to like get behind them because they just seem to be getting something so violently wrong. Yeah, I don't know.
Williams are alright.
Williams are cool. I love James Vowles, actually. Yeah, James Vowles, anything that he does is fantastic. I don't follow, I think, any of the principals on Instagram other than James Vowles. Someone said, have you been to Tivoli Gardens? No, but I do know about it. I've got a map. I've mapped out basically every theme park of interest, to my knowledge, on Google Maps. So Tivoli Gardens is one that I'm aware of and would like to go to, but it's not. It doesn't feel good enough to travel for. That's the annoying thing about Tivoli Gardens, is there's some cool stuff there, but I'm not about to plan a whole trip to Italy just to go. Just get a private jet and go. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
I'll hit up Mirai Flights, they might do it.
Oh, Taylor Swift, see if she'll take us. Sky Bradbury, thank you.
I actually think they would, by the way.
Someone said, Harvey, would you consider dyeing your hair again? My honest thing about dyeing my hair is that I don't care. Basically, I'm happy with whatever. But some people have said that I should dye my hair blonde again. Other people have said I shouldn't.
I think you could maybe get away with like a very well done highlight, but I would not go for a full blonde again, personally.
Do you know one of the people that said I should go blonde again? Like full blonde?
Nathan.
No, I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to announce it. Not because it's actual secret information. I just don't want anything to seem like, yeah. So I'm just gonna do it really quickly. Hang on.
When did they say that?
There's nothing I can say that. Sorry, everyone. I don't know why this is cryptic. I just don't want to. Like last week, or this week even. What day are we on?
Why? But maybe not for now. I don't know.
I'd have to tell you another time. Yeah. But anyway, sorry, everyone. I don't know why that was so cryptic, but there's just certain things that, you know, just in case someone wouldn't want their conversation publicised. But Sadie says don't do it, so maybe I'll have to not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I personally, truthfully, I quite like the blonde hair. And I don't, if you don't like it, I'm not going to get offended, by the way. That's not, you don't have to like pretend to like it just because I said I liked it. But it was more that like, I don't know, I was just like, oh, that's a cool thing to do when done well is the other thing as well, because I'm well aware that at certain times it just looked fucking atrocious. But when done well, I thought it was cool. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll go back to it, maybe I won't. I don't hate it, I'm just over it, we've moved on. Yeah, Sadie, that pretty much sums it up quite nicely, to be honest. And I kind of agree, but who knows, maybe it'll pop up once again just for a bit and then die off. I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. Anyway, Max is like, I think, dying, so we should probably go now, but thanks for watching. Please go and watch the podcast. It'll mean the world to me and to Max.
And go check out the music if you haven't already. New music on Spotify. Get Down on It and Release Me.
Get Down on It and Release Me are, in fact, on all streaming platforms.
And we have merch at maxandharveyofficial.com. If anything on there tickles your fancy, give it a go. You never know. You might die.
So anyway, thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a lovely weekend. And if anyone's watching the F1 tomorrow, we hope you enjoy it. And we will see you when we see you. Thanks for watching. Go watch the podcast.